Hello folks, welcome back to GingerLion's Minecraft modded Let's Play. This will be my 9th episode. Last time you saw me starting the process of moving stuff over to my new place and getting my first lava power generation. Well, I realized that in the process of trying to clear out enough room to fit a quarry under my house without damaging my house, that I still have to mine out a couple of layers. And so I wanted to make a tool, and I wanted to show you guys the final construction of it. So I am making a hammer. This is one of the most useful tools that you can make out of Tinker's Construct. It works very much like the excavator does, except it does that with stone. I'm going to call this the Tinker Excavator. It's using up almost all of the rest of my manulin, most of the rest of my cobalt. I put a paper thing on it so that it will become a so that it will be writable when I'm all done, which will allow me to put one more modifier on it. And right from the get-go, the first thing that I'm going to do is slap another modifier on it. I like these tools to be as modifiable as possible. That allows me to get the most advantage out of them. I'm going to add flux to it, just like I have been with just about everything. And then I've broken up almost all the rest of my lapis. There's a little bit left, but I'm going to go ahead and put as much lapis on this as I can in an attempt to get it to also be, just like my pickaxe, I'd like Fortune 3 attached to it. That'll mean that if I win, I find myself using it down in the bottom of the world and mine myself some diamond, that it hands me back a lot of diamond. So, let's see, I think I got exactly enough blocks to completely fill this. And then we'll see how many modifiers it has left after that. And I think I'm going to fill all of those with redstone, because I got a lot of redstone immediately available. Yep, there's 450 lapis and 3 modifiers remaining on this thing, and luck 3. So now let me grab myself all the redstone. That should be plenty. Let's do redstone block. Let's make 64 of those and see how well that works. Now, a thing that I learned about this, if you're going to modify a tool and you like to modify it a lot, you can put blocks in both slots and it'll use up both simultaneously. You notice it went to 18 and now 36. It's using up 9 redstone each time. So there, that'll bring me up to 45. That's too many to finish it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put these back in and apply my next 100. This is all speeding up the mining speed of this tool, which, given how much it mines with each swing, it being as fast as possible seems like a really good idea. 98, 99, and 100. There are diminishing returns on this, but I have so much redstone because I've been using a tool with luck on it, that there seems to be no reason to not use it all up. 48, there's 49, there's 50. Now will it take another one? It will not. It has no modifiers remaining. I've used it all on lapis or redstone, but I have a flux lucked hasted. Let me take a look at it in comparison to these. Let's see. It needs power. It's completely emptiable. It's writable. It's reinforced 3, but that's because I used an obsidian plate in its construction. It's lucked and hasted and fortuned. They're both now very similar tools. They'll do very, very similar jobs, except I'll show you what it is that I built this entire tool for as soon as I put away my extra redstone. First, I'm going to need to go put power on it. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to step off camera, go put some power on it, and I'll show you what it does in just a minute. Hi again, folks. So, I've finished completely charging up my Ginger excavator. By the way, I wanted to tell you there's a reason that I named I really shouldn't have named these basically the same thing. Anyway, I should have named this Ginger Hammer. The reason that I named all these in similar ways is because relatively soon I'm going to be using a sorting system that makes it easy for me to find things by name. And if I toss my tools in the inventory, I'd like to just be able to type the word Ginger and find them. So, you've all seen me use the Ginger excavator. Let me use it one more time right here just to show you an example. If I click on a block, poop, it blocks out 3 by 3. I'm going to put those all back because I wanted those. But what the hammer does is it does the same thing except with stone, which, as you can see, allows me to mine my way through a relatively large area of stone very quickly. It drops items. You'll notice coal is dropping, amber was dropping. Anything that needs to be mined, it'll drop. And because I put fortune on this, things like coal or diamond or redstone will all drop in large quantities, which is really nice. Let me actually just do something. A thing that I've noticed is if I have an hammer in my hand, and the next thing to the left of it in the inventory stack is torches, it will place them if I right click. Very nice. It allows me to not have to switch off of my inventory item just to get that. Now, with this and this in my inventory, I ought to be able to do a huge amount of dirt and stone mining very, very rapidly. So there you go. I built this tool. I would have built it at some point anyway. I mostly built it because of this large area that I need to clear out. So I'm going to get to work on that, and then I will come back and show you the creation of a quarry. And show you how I'll use it to make this whole job a lot easier for me. I'll see you in a couple minutes, folks. Thanks. Bye. Hi, folks. So I've been trying to prepare for this whole, running a quarry downstairs thing, and I came to a realization, which is that I need at least a slightly better sorting system before I do all this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is make myself a couple of ender chests. You know what? I'm going to use a bunch of these in the future, so I'm just going to make the full 7 set. An ender chest is a chest that all of the versions of it, no matter where they are all attached. What that means is, if I put one down attached to my quarry and one up here in my base, the quarry will dump items into the chest down next to it, and I'll be able to retrieve them from my base, except that I'm not going to be the one retrieving them. It's time for me to build my first sorting system. And I'm going to use the logistics pipes sorting system. So let me just really quickly run you through what I have to make. The first thing I need to make is the logistics pipes power junction. This connects all of the things in logistics pipes together. So I'm going to shift click, get one of these. I only need one, so let me clear the rest of this out of the inventory and go attach this to... Yeah, just up there is fine. I'm going to attach it to this power pipe, and if I'm correct, as long as these are producing power, which they theoretically are, this should receive energy, but it doesn't seem to be. I don't know why. Maybe it's not attached to anything. Give me just a minute. Let me figure that out. I'll be right back. Okay, if I'm correct, the problem is that it needs at least one logistics pipe connected to it for the system to power up. So let's go ahead and make my first logistics pipe. I'm going to need these anyway. So, the basic logistics pipe, I know it's a complicated recipe, but let's get started on the pieces of it, and you'll find it's not too bad. To start with, I need some diamond transport pipes. The recipe for those goes like this. So let me toss this in here. Let me get 4 of them. That's 24 pipes. That's more than enough for what I intend to do right now. Next in the recipe is, let's see, these cobblestone transport pipes. So I get twice as many so that I can make the recipe, because it calls for 2 of them. Next, I need these which are basically going to use up the rest of the gold that I have available. So let me... I need to make sticks out of this wood. Let's see. Like so. Sticks. Like so. It's only 18, but let's go ahead and make what I can out of this. I've got more cobblestone right here. Let me just use it. There's all my cobblestone pipe. Now, I'm not going to be able to make gold gears out of all of this, unfortunately, because I only... Oh, I forgot the iron step. Just a moment. I'm clearly not going to be able to turn all these logistics pipes pieces that I made into logistics pipes, but that's fine. I'm going to run out of space in my inventory real quick here, so let's go ahead. I'm making this gold gear. That used a lot of my gold. Now, I need redstone torches, which I've got redstone. I just need some more sticks, so let's try that, see if that's enough sticks. Yeah, that should be enough. Now, I have no spaces in my inventory, and I'm about to need some. Let's see, I'm going to take my tools out of my inventory for the moment, because I'm not using them right this moment. But I think I'm going to use most of the rest of this stuff. So, I'm going to take the clock out. I'm not using that right now either. Okay, so, basic logistics pipes. I think I've got everything that I need to make. There's 56. That's more than enough. Let me plug the first one into the system and see if it activates like I hope it does. Everything turned green. This still lists 0 MJ in terms of power. Let me see if there's... No, there's no issues there. Let me make sure this is getting power. This is getting plenty of power. So, let's see if the system functions despite this claiming it has 0 megajoules of power attached to it. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do is make some barrels where I intend to put my cobblestone, my gravel, my dirt. So, first I need some slabs, which I guess are made of these. Whoop, there we go. And because I intend to keep a lot of these things around, I'm going to grab some hoppers. And that allows me to make these, which hold twice as much as a standard barrel. Let me make one more hopper. I've got to have a chest around here somewhere, right? Nope, I guess I'm going to have to make one. Need one more wood. Do I have any more wood immediately available? Yes, I do. Plenty. Good. Just a moment, folks. The complexities of trying to construct everything you need on screen. Often you don't have all the materials that you'd like to have to show people things. So, here we go. There's another hopper. This is going to allow me to make one more barrel of the size that I'd like, which makes me happy. Okay, so here are my 3 larger cherry wood barrels. They're not stacking right now, but that's fine, whatever. What I intend to store in these barrels right now is cobblestone, dirt, and gravel. This is not a larger barrel. That would explain why it wasn't stacking. So just a second, let me pick it back up. There we go. Now, we get examples of all those things so that my barrels are prepared. Not sure if I have gravel right now, at least over here. I know I got plenty back at my other base. Dirt, gravel, cobblestone. Let me see, I must have run at least a little gravel, right? Then here. Then there. As you can see, I did myself a little bit of digging under this house before I decided to do this automatically. Doesn't look like I have a single gravel block. Okay, folks, I'll be right back once I have some gravel. Okay, folks, now I've got the gravel that I need. So, let me put this in here. Now, I intend to connect to these logistics pipes. There's no point in me using logistics pipes for everything that I... Why am I... Just a sec, this is being a little strange. There. There. Sorry about that. I'm going to use cobblestone pipes for most of my pipe transfers, just because they are much less expensive per unit than the logistics pipes. They will travel much slower, but quite frankly, at the rate that I'm doing these things, that's going to be irrelevant. So, the logistics pipe system. What does it do and what is it designed to do? Well, it's designed to move blocks around and store them in any given inventory that's attached. So, I'm going to attach pipes to all of these inventories. I guess I need to move this because I don't want that to attach. Just a moment. We'll place it over to the right. There we are. Now, I could use logistics pipes to connect to all of these things, but that would use up a lot of quite expensive logistics pipes, and I don't really particularly care at the moment. In the future, I intend to build a much more comprehensive sorting system that will allow me to do this much more efficiently, but this is, quite frankly, what you're seeing is intended to be only for the use of my quarry, so that as the quarrying happens, I don't have a huge amount of resources that I don't care about stored in these chests, and instead the only things that go in these chests are things that I actually want, which is basically anything except the things I just made barrels for. I may have to make a barrel later for sand, but that's okay. This entire system is temporary. This is really only in the process of building myself my basement. So let's see. This is going to be the basic logistics pipe, and it's going to be set. Do I need a wrench to do this? Yep, this is the default route. What that means is anything that is otherwise unsorted for is going to go there. And I'm only going to sort out a couple of things. So let me show you what I'm going to sort out. I want... What are they? I need to make logistic chassis Mark II. They're logistics pipes wrapped in iron. It's not too bad a recipe, and I need 3 of them, and then I need 2 more for later. So I used up all that iron that I had. Hopefully I don't have to run back to my other base and get more. These 3 logistics chassis are going to connect to these barrels and dump everything into those barrels that I don't particularly care about having available. And these 2 are going to connect to this ender chest, which is going to be connected to my quarry. So now, let me get my cobblestone piping out. In a logistics system, anywhere that you have a junction, you would like to have a logistics pipe in there. Otherwise, the piping doesn't have any idea where to go. Here, I don't need a logistics pipe, because anything's just going to travel from here to there, everything's connected, and there's my default route set. I think that will work. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that will work. We'll find out when I turn the system on, won't we? Now, the next thing that I need, because I made these are what are called chassis. If you click on them with a wrench, you'll see that they have space to put 2 cards. That's why they're a Mark II chassis. What do I want to put in there? Well, the first thing that I need is a provider module. Oh, I need one more chassis. I'm going to need some more iron. Let me look in these chests and see real quick if I have some iron sitting around. I do. Good. Well, let me make one more chassis. I really only need a Mark 1. I might as well make this Mark 2 while I'm at it. Okay. I'm going to make a neat little thing that you guys haven't seen before that I think you'll really appreciate. Especially those of you who've had to get rid of items in the game before. It can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's actually why you can build plenty of tools that do it, but not the easiest thing. Thought I had enough more wood somewhere. Did I use up every block of wood that I brought over? No, there's some. Good. I need a chest. And I want to make, I think this is the recipe. Nope, I'm wrong. What's the recipe for the trash can? I'll be right back. Trash can. Recipe for the trash can. I need some smooth stone. Did I bring any over? Can I turn that back into smooth stone? No. That's frustrating. I didn't happen to pick up any cooked stone while I was out there. Okay, one more time, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, there's the trash can. The trash can is a block that everything that you send into it gets immediately destroyed. And so what I want to do is take this last logistics chassis and put it over here in the corner and attach to it this trash can. Now, I need the various cards that go in here that cause these blocks to do what I want them to do. So let me look at the logistics cards. I just want the modules now. Now, I need 3 Terminus modules. Where are they? There they are. Terminus modules are made like this. So I'm going to need another set of iron gears. Which I can make these stone gears into iron gears relatively fast and easy. I'll get that extra out of my inventory. Now again, the Terminus module requires a blank card. Hire some more gold. I do have enough gold to make some gold nuggets. Good. So, blank card, paper, redstone. I think I got everything, so let's make some. This will make me 9, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. That's good. That's all that I need for blank modules. So now, polymorphic, I want just the item sink. Right? Sorry. Yeah, just the item sink. Let's make that. I need 1, 2, 3 of these. I have no space left in my inventory for anything, so those are going to go on the ground for right now. Let me go put those item sinks in, and then we won't have this problem. So, whack this with a wrench. Put an item sink module in it. Whack this with a wrench. Put an item sink module in it. One more time. Put an item sink module in it. Now let me go get rid of those slabs because I actually do need that inventory space. So let's get probably my diamond pipes, probably these slabs. I'll show you the quarry in just a couple minutes. There. That gets me enough space out of my inventory to show you what I need to do. I want some cobblestone, some dirt, and some gravel. That was silly. This item sink needs to be considered for cobblestone. This needs to be configured for dirt. And this needs to be configured for gravel. Now, so now anything that gets into this system will believe that it needs to go to, if it's gravel, it's going to end up here. If it's dirt, it's going to end up here. If it's cobble, it'll end up here. Now, if there's too much of it, what I need is this thing. It's called a Terminus Module. Do I have the things that I need to make a Terminus Module? I have purple dye. Do I have iron gears? I do. Let's see, what am I missing? Should be nothing. So let's go ahead and make one manually. Blank module. Iron gear. It looks like, one of these needs to be an ink sac or black dye. I really hope that I have that. Otherwise, once again, I'm going to have to go running back to my other base. Got a purple dye. Doesn't look like I bought a black dye over. One more time, folks. Okay, now, where was I? Oh yes, ink sac. In here. Terminus module. Made. So, whack this. It becomes a terminus module. And it's configured for cobblestone. For, where's my gravel? There's my gravel. And for dirt. What that means is a terminus module is the last priority. If you have nowhere else to go, other than the default route, go ahead and drop things in here. So basically, it's going to fill these up, and once these are full, it's going to throw away all of my stone, all of my dirt, all of my gravel. Now, how do we get things into this inventory? Well, let's find out. I need, since I'm going to be filling this chest, I'm going to be filling it both manually by tossing all this stuff in it, and I'm going to be filling it by attaching a quarry to another copy of this same ender chest. What do I need? Well, I need a module that extracts things from that. I would like extractor, as advanced of an extractor module as I can make. So let's see what I can start with. Let me look at the best extractor module there is. Diamond gears. Do I have diamonds on me? I have some diamond gears. I might be able to make some of that. This is going to take diamond gears too. Now, do I want to make an extractor Mark II or an advanced extractor Mark II? Well, let's find out. What's the difference between an extractor module and an advanced extractor module in terms of recipe? An extractor module uses blue dyes. An advanced extractor module just uses one redstone above an extractor module. So let's go ahead and make ourselves as many extractor modules as we possibly can. That's 2. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, now, can I upgrade these to advanced or to extractor? Let's go ahead and make them to advanced. Okay, now, what's the next step? I can upgrade these by giving them a gold gear. Now I have an iron gear. Let's turn them into gold. Here's my gold gear. So let's upgrade this to these. Now they're Advanced Extractor Modules Part 2. Can I advance them further? Diamond gears. Those are expensive, but you know what? In this particular case, I'm going to use these again and again over the course of the future. There's no reason for me to not upgrade these to their most advanced possible form. So, what do these do? Well, when I put them in here, this extractor module is going to work as hard as it possibly can to extract everything it possibly can out of this inventory. And since I'm going to fill this inventory sometimes extremely rapidly, I'm going to attach 2 of them to it. So now, notice these are at 1, 1, and 1. What happens when I toss this, and this, and this, and this in this chest? Okay, folks, I feel a little bit silly. That makes me sad. I had skipped a step
figure out what's going
in the configuration process. That's very important. I need to change this to excluded. Basically, at the moment, they're configured to only pull out the things listed. When I switch it over to excluded, they'll only fail to pull out the things listed, and at the moment, there's nothing that they shouldn't pull out. So, I take this, and this, and this, and this, and toss them in, and what happens? Well, they get yanked out, and they get sent to wherever their appropriate location is. A moment, it looks like only the dirt, only the cobble went where it was supposed to. Let me grab some more dirt and find out what's going on. Well, I've got plenty of dirt to experiment with. So let me make sure it's set to terminate dirt and gravel. This is set to accept. It was facing the wrong way. That's fine. So, when I toss dirt in here, thump, it immediately goes in there. When I toss, for example, this stack of transport pipes in here, it gets sent down here. Now, at the moment, I have this set to just go wherever. This is irrelevant. I don't really care, which means things are going to get scattered throughout all these chests. That's fine by me. I will come back later and clean this all up, but at the moment, what I really care about is I need to get all this stuff sorted, and I need to get my mining process running. So, there you go. There's the basics of probably the ugliest logistics sorting process I've ever made in my life, but at least we have it all together. Next episode, I'm going to be going downstairs, setting up my quarry, and beginning the process of dumping all my stuff. In between episodes, by the way, so that you guys know, I'm going to go do things like this. Put down this ender chest, take it, dump all the stuff out of my inventory into it because I don't need all these things right now. Now, the truth is some of these things I do need, but that's fine. This gives you an overview of the process. There's all my stuff. Now, all that stuff is getting dumped into various chests around here. Why am I doing that? Well, because I need to get all of this stuff sorted. I've got a lot of stuff in these inventories that should go over there somewhere. Well, the easiest way to do that for me is to take them all and drop them in this chest. That way they all get run through the sorting process and dumped into my various chests. I could probably have done this in a much more organized and considered fashion, but this gets all of the dirt, all the cobblestone, all of the gravel sorted out of my system and loaded into those barrels over there. Now, I don't think I'm going to pull out all the rest of this stuff because the only thing I really care about sorting out are those 3 things over there, so it's fine to leave these in place. But that entire inventory full of cobblestone, gone. I'm going to do the same thing over at my other base, pick everything up, toss it into an ender chest, and that way I can dump everything from the ender chest, from my other base, over to here, without having to physically carry it all. So, that's going to be my process. I'll see you guys next time.